Girl, Offset is out here fighting for his life. And when I say everybody's hating on him, I mean everybody since Cardi filed for divorce. Well, maybe not everybody. 'Cause you know his daddy and sister will always ride for him, defending his right to cheat and drag Cardi's name through the mud. But guess what? Offset's sister isn't the only one with a big mouth. Cardi's sister, Hennessy Carolina, just jumped into the drama and slammed Offset for humiliating Cardi. And if that wasn't enough, Hennessy dropped some tea, hinting that Offset's been treating Cardi's family like trash too. Now, y'all better sit down for this, because Hennessy did not come to play with Mr. Off to Cheat Offset. One thing we know for sure, Hennessy does not mess around when it comes to her sister Cardi and those babies. She loves them to pieces. She and Cardi have always been ride or die, which makes sense considering they grew up together in some pretty rough circumstances. Hennessy's always been real respectful about Cardi's almost divorces, keeping quiet and even defending Cardi's marriage against all those internet trolls. Remember when people were dragging Cardi for having a baby early in her career, saying it would ruin her? Hennessy clapped back hard like, "Why is anyone being so mean? A baby is a blessing. My sister is a good person, and I won't let anyone talk bad about her." She was hurt, but determined not to let the hate get to her. Hennessy knew her sister was happy and free, ready to live her best life without hiding anymore. But honey, this time, Hennessy's not here to defend. She's out for blood, blasting Offset for allegedly trying to hurt Cardi just out of spite. Not to be a hater, but have you seen the drama with Cardi and Offset lately? It's been a total mess, with Cardi filing for divorce after Offset got exposed for knocking up his side piece and then forcing her to handle it. Talk about messy. Word on the street is that Cardi's sister, Hennessy, was by her side the entire time, even threatening to go full Solange in the elevator on Offset. If you know, you know. So, Cardi eventually decided to leave, announcing her pregnancy on the same day the divorce news dropped. Wild, right? Everybody was buzzing about it for days. But here's the kicker. Cardi didn't make that decision all on her own. Allegedly, her family was all over her to leave Offset because they knew she could do way better. And guess who was reportedly leading the charge? Yep, Hennessy. Hennessy has always been Cardi's ride or die, and it probably wasn't easy for her to see her sister get humiliated again and again. According to an insider, Hennessy was the first to start pushing Cardi to dump Offset. And when Cardi didn't budge, Hennessy went straight to their parents to get them on board, which eventually worked. But here's the real tea. Hennessy has apparently been in Cardi's ear long before she even filed for divorce. Remember when Cardi posted that picture of culture reading and Offset's mom reposted it with a Go Culture comment? That's when Cardi went off on Offset's family saying, "I grew up poor, but with so much love from both sides of my family. I won't accept anything less for my children. I won't accept fake love from my kids. My family is enough." Well, guess who convinced Cardi that her family was enough and that she didn't need Offset's disrespectful crew? You guessed it, Hennessy. Given how Offset's family has been throwing shade at Cardi on social media, I can only imagine what went down behind closed doors. It looks like Cardi is really ready to move on from Offset, and honestly, that spells trouble for him. He's not as rich as he likes to claim, so this breakup could hit him where it hurts. Girl, have you ever noticed how he's always flexing those stacks of cash and living that lavish life on IG? Well, guess what? Turns out he's been spending Cardi's money this whole time. And now that she's done with him, he's on the verge of financial ruin. Can we say broke boy alert? According to an insider, Cardi was the real breadwinner in that relationship. She's all about saving and investing, while he's out here splurging like there's no tomorrow. When I say most of the money they had was Cardi's, I mean like 95% of it. Sis! And it's not just the cash. Cardi's got real estate too. They've got a home in Atlanta where Cardi and the kids live, and another in New Jersey for Cardi's mom. You better believe she's keeping both those houses. Without Cardi's coins, Offset is nowhere near as rich as he pretends to be. That man spends money like water. And let's be real, he's not even that hot anymore. Just watch what his life looks like now that Cardi's out of the picture. Cardi's been trying to keep it cute, playing nice with Offset, and even denying that his cheating was the reason for their split. But, girl, an insider spilled the tea. They've grown apart, and that's what pushed her to pull the plug on this marriage. Cardi's main focus now is getting primary custody of their kids. She's got no hard feelings, just wants to move on peacefully. But you know Offset's out here making things messy, claiming she planned all this for clout. Can you believe that? Oh, and speaking of drama, there's a blind item going around that a secret meeting was held about a certain female rapper's upcoming album. Word is, her bosses are freaking out because they don't think her fans are hyped enough to keep it on the charts. The insiders are talking, and that's why she was so shook last week. Mark your calendars, sis. There's a publicity stunt coming the first week of August. Not to be a hater, but have y'all heard the latest tea? Word on the street is Offset's been stirring the pot, and you won't believe what's brewing. Allegedly, according to Hennessy, Offset might be the one who leaked all that drama about Cardi B's pregnancy and their divorce. Yep, you heard that right. Hennessy's convinced Offset let the cat out of the bag, trying to make it look like Cardi was just chasing clout. But let me tell you, there's more to this story. So apparently, Offset's been salty ever since Cardi left him high and dry, broke and scrambling. And honey, it's not just because of the split. Offset's been swimming in debt, and the IRS is knocking at his door. Can you believe he's got a tax lien for $1.6 million? And that's not even the whole mess. There's another lien for almost $33,000. Now, for someone who's always bragging about being rich and calling the rest of us brokies, it seems like Offset's got a mountain of unpaid bills. Oh, and get this, Cardi's name is nowhere near those debts. It's all on him, girls. Word is, he owes a ton of money to other folks too. So, yeah, maybe he's not balling as hard as he wants us to think. Looks like Cardi's the one with the real cash flow, and Hennessy wasn't about to let Offset get a taste of that pie. And just when you think it couldn't get any messier, here comes Ice Spice, throwing even more shade. In her track BB Bell, she basically exposed Offset for trying to slide into her DMs. She's all like, he got a B, but he knows I don't tell. And I'm a baddie, so F how she felt. Talk about savage. And if that wasn't enough, she's out here flexing about how she's got it all together, thick and rich, while these other girls are just trying to keep up. So naturally, Cardi clapped back hard. She straight up said these girls have lost their minds and that she's coming for all of them on her next album. Her words, "I'm getting all my lickbacks on my album. Y'all can't see me in my numbers, my money, my real estate, or even in person." That's some major energy right there, and she's not playing around. So girls, don't be a stranger. Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for our next video. You won't want to miss it. Trust me, it's going to be a wild ride.